Hey up, Angus the Singing Driving Instructor here. Right, this is a dead quick video on what to look for when you are approaching a junction from the minor road to the major road, so you're emerging either left or right. I'm going to do separate briefings on the actual process in terms of applying the mirrors signal manoeuvre routine and doing the junctions, but this is more concerned with the type of junction that you're approaching and what to look for. So the type of junction and the what they call a zone of vision on the approach. So that's what I want to talk about with this, and then I can move on to other junctions in applying the MSM routine to approaching in another couple of videos. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Right, so what we've got here is the sort of basic kind of T-junction or T-junctions that you would come across. Okay, so we have major road and minor road. Okay, so this is when we're coming out of a junction. So what you've got to get used to looking for on the approach, or looking at on the approach, is the zone of vision. Yep, so that's one thing you've got to be considering on the approach, and the other is the type of junction that it is. Okay, now I'm going to go into that in a little bit of detail because it's kind of necessary information that you need. Now, what you get is the people who sort of decide on the road markings and the signage and put up that is going to be put up on a junction. We'll look at a given junction, and they'll decide based on what the zone of vision is like, but also how busy the roads are that are sort of bisecting each other, if you like. So what we might get is where you've got a particularly sort of nasty closed zone of vision. So these are buildings, if you like, and this may be a particularly busy road, and this might be a busy road as well. Occasionally they might decide they're going to put traffic lights in or a roundabout, but there's a cost involved with engineering the road to do that. So they have to sort of have a compromise, if you like, for reasons of cost, but also there may be an old Norman church there, and this could be some old bloody ancient pub or whatever, and the locals would get a bit mardy if you started to, rightly so, to sort of knock that about around and put a junction in or hang traffic lights off the church. So what they do is that we have a sort of a halfway compromise kind of junction, which is what's known as a stop junction. So a stop junction is where the zone of vision is particularly poor. So if you imagine that's the zone of vision compared to sort of coming out of this junction from the same distance away, you know, it's a lot worse here than it is there. So we get what is known as a stop junction. Okay, and what we get there, so this is where these roads are quite busy and it's a really poor zone of vision. A thick solid line there, dashes there, you get hazard lines as you come in, you get the word stop painted on the road, and then you get an octagonal sign there. I know that's not an octagon, but it's a bit small for drawing an octagon, and it says stop on it. Okay, so you must stop at that junction. So as you're coming in here, you look at the type of junction. Oh, it's a stop junction. And you're looking at the zone of vision as well. Okay, and you've got to stop. You haven't got to put your handbrake on, although you can do if it's appropriate to do it, if you're there for stationary for longer than a couple of seconds or so. But you don't technically have to put your handbrake on, so long as you do stop. You have got to stop, yeah, because there's potential for something obviously to go wrong. It could be, for example, that there's a real sharp bend here, so there could be something just about to come round the bend on you when you get there. So it's just something that might be slightly different about that particular junction that they want you to stop and take a little bit more extra precaution at. Yeah. Okay, so that is stop junctions, yeah, which are about the zone of vision and the type of junction. But the others are as well. The others are known as give way junctions, okay? Now, there's 3 levels of give way junction based on, again, what the zone of vision is like as you're coming into the junction, and how busy the road is. So if we've got a road here which is quite a quiet road, and this is quite a quiet road, and there may be a building here, there may be a building here, but that means that we've got a really, really open zone of vision as we come in. Well, they're not going to send a gang of guys out to paint the road and stick a sign up, because there's cost involved in that. So what we're going to do is just say to everybody, when you're in this situation, you must recognise it as an unmarked give way. Okay, so that's what that is. That's what we call it. It's what you've got to recognise it as, an unmarked give way junction. Okay, everybody's driveway, if you imagine this is a house where somebody lives and they've got their drive and they've got their car parked there, okay, that is an unmarked give way. Yeah, so we recognise that scenario, and you're expected to recognise that scenario if you're going to be a driver. Unmarked give ways. Okay, now it could be that this road is possibly a little bit busier, and maybe this road is a little bit busier, and it could be that the buildings are a little bit sort of closer. There might be somebody's garden wall there with trees and things blocking view a little bit more. So what they may then do is we have the hazard lines, we then get the give way line, dashes on that side, look, and that's what's known as an unmarked give way. Yeah, no it's not. Wally, it's a semi-marked give way. Okay, so that is a semi-marked give way. Okay, the next level up is where this road may be a bit busier still, this road may be a bit busier still, we might have something else blocking the view, maybe a telephone box there, or maybe that wall's a bit higher, or it's a bit nearer at road. So the zone of vision again is reduced further. It's not as bad as the stop junction, but it's reduced further, and we've also got a busier sort of intersection, if you like, of those 2 roads. So in addition to the give way lines and the hazard lines, you're going to get a triangle on the road, the sort of warning triangle on the road, and you're also, in addition, you're going to get the give way sign as well. Okay, so that's what's known as a fully marked give way. Okay, so this is information that you sort of need to get used to recognising when you're coming into a junction. You've got to recognise a type of junction. So is it a stop junction I'm approaching? Is it a give way junction? Is it unmarked? Is it semi-marked? Is it fully marked? And also you've got to be looking at what the zone of vision is like as well. Okay, so hopefully that little bit of a briefing is sort of a precursor for the emerging lessons, emerging left and emerging right. Okay, so that's on your lesson. Cheers. Romans came a few years back, built nice new road history.